fact that someone dragged Jenna Marbles into the spotlight against her own free will and in such a disturbing way, how much more disrespectful can you be?
This is how I show.
What's up? It's Cassie. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I really hope that you will stick around and join in on today's conversation. Today, we're going to be talking about this whole YouTube Rewind 2020 musical that Michelle posted over on her YouTube channel. Those of you who aren't familiar with Michelle Khare, she is a YouTube creator here on the platform. She's also really known for hosting events on TV shows and acting. Michelle posted over on her YouTube channel a few days ago this YouTube Rewind musical for 2020. In this musical, they basically showcase all the many different events that have happened this year, including the pandemic and Black Lives Matter, just to name a few. Also in this musical, they did incorporate a lot of other influencers, including Mr. Beast, Jeffree Star, Jake Paul, and Tana Mojo, just to name a few. One particular part in this musical really just did not sit well with a lot of people, and that was Jenna Marbles' apology. This particular part of the musical was taken so disrespectfully, and we're going to get into that. For those of you who don't know who Jenna Marbles is, she is also a content creator here on the platform. She was also one of the very first content creators to sit down and make an authentic apology for all of her past actions and the way that she's handled certain situations in the past. After Jenna's apology, a lot of other influencers followed suit and tried to make their own apologies, but in my personal opinion, Jenna's apology was the most authentic one. She took direct action after her apology by deleting a lot of her content that she deemed controversial and by taking direct action and leaving social media altogether. Since that day, she has not been back on social media. When this musical came out a few days ago, a lot of people were confused and seen it as very disrespectful. The fact that you would even bring up someone whose only wish was to be left off of social media and who had made the personal decision to not be on social media. Another reason why a lot of people found this particular part of the musical to be so disrespectful is because they used the original apology plumbed down to what Jenna said, what she wore, literally everything to a T. When they were doing Mr. Beast, they had this whole narrative played out for him. It came off a little funny, but they played off a completely different narrative and kind of made their own little story. But with Jenna, they didn't do that. They used the original footage, they used the original words, what she was wearing, and it really came off as being extremely disrespectful to the original apology and to Jenna herself. Now, after this musical came out, very quickly people started backlashing on it and letting Michelle know that this was not okay. And Julian did do a live stream voicing his opinions on the musical as well. It was very, very heartbreaking, you guys. Super emotional. You could tell it really did affect him. And he did defend Jenna by saying that this was wrong and that it shouldn't have happened. And he didn't understand why someone would do something so disrespectful to the person he loves most. After Julian's live stream, Michelle Khare did go over to Twitter and she put this apology, and we're going to read it. I'm going to pop it up on the screen here. It says, when creating a musical to accurately reflect the year, it was important to me as a creator to be completely honest about the events that had happened this year, including the departure of one of our most beloved internet stars, Jenna Marbles. In speaking to many people of color in preparation for this video, which was made to raise money and awareness for the Black Lives Matter movement, they felt it was important to include and honor Jenna's honest and moving apology that was followed by direct action. Rather than changing the words or making them our own, we wanted to honor hers. While we felt this tribute was powerful for many to watch, I see it has done more harm than good. I realized Jenna's wish to be off social media for her mental health was counteracted by including her in this musical. Immediately after seeing Julian's stream tonight, we have removed it altogether from the musical. She sends this sincere apology to Jenna, Julian, and the fans for causing more pain in a place where she wanted to show respect. Now, I have a few issues with this apology. Number one, it kind of, in my personal opinion, it kind of feels like she's putting the blame onto someone else. Like this was not her decision. She didn't make this choice. She kind of put the blame on someone else. Or that's the way I took it when she said, in speaking to many people of color in preparation for the video, which was made to raise money / awareness for the Black Lives Matter movement, they felt it was important to include and honor Jenna's honest and moving apology that was followed by direct action. So just the way that she worded it, it kind of seemed as if I was trying to do a good thing here. I didn't make this decision though, these people did. That's kind of how I took it. You guys let me know what you think in the comments, but it did seem as if she was trying to turn this negative thing into a positive and also trying to put the blame onto someone else. Another thing about this that just kind of didn't sit well with me is that she said the whole reason they were using the original apology is because they wanted to honor Jenna. Now, my issue with this is if you want to honor someone, then you do that by honoring their wish to be off social media. Seems like it would have made more sense for you to ask first instead of just doing whatever you want to do without asking, especially if you're going to sit there and say that you've done it to honor someone. Jenna's whole thing has been staying off social media. She's been gone now for about 5 months or so, so it's not like this was yesterday's news. This is quite a few months back. And Jenna has made the decision to stay off of social media for her own mental health and because she doesn't want to be a part of the problem. So for someone to say that they did this in order to honor her, that also seems extremely disrespectful to me, because if you wanted to honor someone, then you would honor their wishes to not be on social media. She also says immediately after seeing Julian's stream, they decided to take it off. That's basically saying we didn't see a problem with it and we wouldn't have took it off if Julian had not voiced his opinions that he thought it was disrespectful. And the reason this is an issue to me is because even before Julian's live stream, there was tons of people telling Michelle, tons of people on the video, tons of comments saying, hey, this is disrespectful. You are disrespecting Jenna majorly by putting her in this light, but trying to make joke of this apology that was so sincere and so authentic. And for them to put it in this joking light the way that they did, even if they say that's not what they were trying to do, people did come to them before Julian ever made a live stream. So why on earth did it have to take Julian coming live and being so emotional and being upset about it for them to care? You didn't care before when the viewers were telling you how disrespectful and rude this was. Oh, but when the original creator or the partner of the original creator comes on and lets you know that this was disrespectful, this was rude, oh, all of a sudden now you care. That's so disrespectful. It's like they put no thought into how this might actually affect Jenna. That to me is just so disgusting. The initial creator actually did private the video, but not before it caused all this pain and not before someone else got a hold of it and reposted it. And that's the issue, is it's on there now. There's no taking it off. And it's just so rude and disrespectful that this had to happen to such a good creator, you guys. I feel like Jenna really has been through the ringer this year, and I don't feel like she deserves any of this. It's just not fair that good creators like her get put through things like this. Although I can respect the fact that she made the decision to leave the platform, it really is heartbreaking that she is no longer here, because in my personal opinion, we need more content creators like her. Creators who genuinely just create content that's fun without trying to sell anything, without trying to promote anything, and we need more of that. And unfortunately, because of everything this year, Jenna did feel like she was an issue, and she felt like it was in her best interest to stay off of the internet, at least for now. And I can respect her for that, because she's doing what's best for her and she's doing what she thinks is best. But that's why it's so upsetting when someone is making changes and trying to be better, and then other people want to take them and put them in this horrible, horrible light. So if you did not see the original apology and you don't know about Jenna Marbles, then you would not have known about this situation, because Jenna did decide to take that initial apology off along with a lot of other content when she left. And that's another issue I have with this was not a public apology. It was no longer here. Jenna took it off. So unless you've seen the apology or you are a huge Jenna Marbles fan, then you didn't even know about the apology. So the fact that they chose that apology out of all the apologies from this year to pinpoint on something that is not public record, and you're going to use that and make it such a public thing, post it on YouTube and make that the apology of the year, it's just disrespectful. It's so rude. I can kind of see what they were trying to do there, basically saying that Jenna Marbles' apology was the most authentic and the most moving apology of the year. And I can understand that, but there's just ways you can go about things. And they could have played a different narrative. They could have changed the words up or anything, literally anything. And like with Jake Paul and Tana Mojo, they put them in the musical. They didn't use original words or anything like that. They just kind of skimmed through and mentioned them. They could have done the same thing for Jenna. If she wanted this to be in the public spotlight, then she would have left her apology up to begin with, and she didn't. So to take that control away from her and to drag her into that spotlight anyways, even though you know she doesn't want to be in it, it's like, you can't get any more disrespectful than that. I'm sorry. So that is my thoughts on this whole situation. You guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Did you see this musical? If so, what did you think about it? Also, who's hoping for a Jenna Marbles comeback in 2021? I would love to see her come back to the platform. As I mentioned before, we need more content creators like her here, and she is very, very much missed. I appreciate every single one of you guys for watching, and until the next time, bye!